Hey there, welcome back to Music Theater Sound Lab, where we talk about all facets of writing and producing great theater music like a music producer. I'm Joanna Burns. I'm a composer, singer-songwriter, and sometime actor, full-time lover of wood joinery tutorials, natural light, and Mark Shaman. Today we're doing a Q&A session where I answer some of the burning questions that you've been asking in the comments and elsewhere on a variety of topics. Alrighty, let's dig in. Question number 1. How do you handle criticism or negative feedback from audiences or critics, and what strategies do you use to maintain your confidence and creative vision? I would say that I've learned how to handle feedback from my time at the BMI workshop, for the most part. That is a great space to really just develop a thick skin and just get used to hearing people talk about what you just made. A lot of that feedback is just really insightful, really intelligent, and anything that's negative, I've learned how to hear that with an ear that is attuned to not taking it personally. Number 2, what do you like to do to unwind after a long day of writing and creating? At the end of the day, I like to close my computer, because it's usually work on the computer that I've been doing. And then I close up shop, go into the kitchen, do some cooking. I love to cook to unwind after a long day. That's kind of how I button up the day, and I put on some music, or I put on an episode of The Golden Girls and just unwind in that way. And then at the end of that, I like to sit outside if I can. In New Jersey, I can't always do that because the weather is but when it's lovely, like in the spring and summer, that's a great way to unwind. Number 3, do you have any unique or interesting hobbies outside of your musical theater work? I would say that right now, one of my hobbies is to learn about woodworking. So I know I mentioned wood joinery in the beginning, but really, I love it. And I don't have anything to show for myself yet, so I'm just still in this learning phase. I like to watch videos about it. And then my intention is to really make some cool stuff eventually. But right now I'm just still learning because I don't have the space to do it. Do you do any woodworking? Does anybody have any advice about that? What can I do in a really small space with no woodshop? Questions. Another thing that I've recently picked up is just reading more. I've gone through reading patches in my life. I've never been a consistent reader. I read 10 books in a month, which is definitely a record for me, and I've been consistently reading ever since. And I got my new library card, which is an upgrade from the old one that I got when I was 9. So yeah, reading and woodworking, very slow, non-tech related hobbies. Question number 4, how do you stay motivated and inspired when working on long-term projects? Yeah, that's a great question, because in the beginning, everything is so exciting, right? Everything is like, oh, I can't wait to do this. Oh, and then that, and then that, and then that. And by the middle, you're kind of like, oh, okay, when is this going to be done? So I like to do some envisioning of how that work is going to look on stage. I like to make everything feel as present as I can. I like to listen to my own demos on walks that I take so that I can picture it living on stage. I want to make it feel as real as possible, and that helps me to remember what the heck I even started doing this for. And then hopefully by the end, that passion is still there. Question number 5, can you share any upcoming projects or plans that you have in the works, and what are you most excited about? I would say that right now, the most immediate thing is the Flophouse project I've been working on with Justin Anthony Long and Joelle Renee Scoville. That is probably the biggest project, the biggest undertaking that I have happening at this time. We're about 75% through right now with music and book and lyrics, so that's a really exciting piece. And then this channel. This is a huge part of what I'm doing right now, so thanks for sharing this with me too. Anyway, I hope that any of that could be helpful to you in some way. Please feel free to chime in with any questions or perspectives in the comments below, and if you're not already part of the tribe, hit that subscribe button for more insights into the intersection of musical theater, music production, and songwriting. I will see you real soon.